Welcome replay viewer, how you doing? This is Coach Nachi. I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer. I am broadcasting this at the wrong time. It's not only daylight savings, but it's also like, what's up? How are you? It's almost 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am late by 2 hours. So, hey Rita! How are you, Rita? Welcome. I'm doing a bit of a behind-the-scenes scope today and sharing some of my tools for success for Make It Happen November. God's afternoon to you, beautiful. Rita, can you throw up some emojis or like type a whole row of stuff? Because I'm about to tell people to follow you, because if you are not following always _Rita on this thing we call Periscope, those smiles, you see that? Hit that, check her out, and follow her, and that would be one of the best things you can do for your heart and your soul and your spirit, because she brings it with the sass, and I love it. I think I missed a bunch of scopes today of yours, or I think I've missed a scope today for sure. Today's been a heavy day, so I'm already missing like my normal time to scope, but I'm going to get into it and share really quick because your girl has to run to the bank and other things like that. So today, the scope title, what is the scope title? Right, my tools for success and Make It Happen November. So no worries, just catch them live, whatever you can do. Thank you so much for those hearts. I love the purple hearts. So Make It Happen November is right now. It's happening this moment, this minute, and I'm making it happen. I have already made one of the biggest things. I've crossed it off my list. It's something that I didn't think I would do ever. If you had told me I'd be doing this for my business, if you had told me I'd have done it in a week, I would not have believed it. What up, Gary? Hey, Gary. The party's just begun. So, if you had told me that I would have done this thing, I didn't know that I would. Thank you so much. I'm going to take that applause because honestly, it was super stressful and it's still kind of ongoing. What up, Coach? What up, Gary? Ooh, green hearts. Thank you so much for those. Oh, and thank you so much for sharing earlier, Rita. I really appreciate it. I made my own webinar. Like, it's live. It's out there in the world. People have seen it. People are interacting with it. Thank you so much for sharing, Gary. Thank you. People are interacting with this thing I gave birth to out on the internet, and I don't know them, and I haven't spoken to them like we're speaking here. So, and they're receiving it well. So that's a triumph for me. I wanted to share some tools. Thank you so much for those hearts. I wanted to share with you all some tools of how I make things happen and how I get things out of my head and into the world just so I can play with them easy. It's a lot that, praise God indeed, look, but God, you know? Honestly, there was a bunch of times I was like, Lord, please give me the strength to do what I need to do because I need to get it done. I know that for me, when I have a lot going on, it's all in my head and it's too much going on in my head. So I like to put it out of my head. So I love making lists. I like being able to see what I actually have to do, because once you get kinesthetic with what you're doing, like you're tapping that screen right now because this resonates with you and it's going to stick with you. So if you can't write something down, like tapping that screen is really important because it does stick. What you're learning, what you're hearing sticks. So I really appreciate those hearts. They're so pretty. But yeah, so I'm going to share with you some tools that I use for my success because I do believe that I have been successful. I'm not going to knock down what I've done because it was heavy. So without further ado, my first big tool that I made before actually making my webinar was a calendar. I hope you can see this. So like I said, it's a behind the scenes scope into Coach Nachi's world. I made this calendar. This calendar, I could get the most expensive calendar in the world, but I would choose the calendar I made any day. Thank you. I really love this calendar. Like it looks, it looks the way it looks, whatever, but it's my calendar. It's mine. I have space with it. I see it in my head because I made it. I got intimate with it. So this is what I see when I'm planning my days. This is October. The yellow is October, so it's color-coded. This is November. Lots of big things happening in November. And this is December. I'm going to have a conference on these days. So it's just really nice for me to plan ahead. The webinar, I started making it It actually took me 5 days. Wow. It took me under a week to make this thing happen. I started on this day, I think, and it launched on this day. So that's like less than 7 days. So I'm going to give myself a round of applause for that because that's big. That's that was amazing for me. This is a huge tool for me. I love calendars. I like to be able to see what's coming up, and I like knowing major, exactly. I like knowing what's coming up, what's actually going to be happening. Hey, AB Durham, what is your name? I have seen you. What is your name? What is your name? AB Durham man. Oh, I'm so sorry I messed it up. But that is one of the biggest keys to me doing what I need to do. And another one of those things is writing things down. So I have a Live Like You Now, this thing, a little notebook, and I tell you, when it's filled, it is filled. I actually need to get a new one. This got filled in about a month. So I have a dedicated notebook for certain things. Like this is for my business. I write a lot. This is what I use for when I attend webinars, when I see conferences, when I'm on Periscope and people are teaching, dropping knowledge. This is what I use to take notes in. All of these are color coded. I like color coding by kind of, the pink are my notes. The green is whatever. Blue is for speaking engagements. The orange is for kind of like tools, marketing, whatever type of things. Yeah, I think it's a wonderful idea, and if it serves you, please use it. Another thing I like writing down is kind of making my calendar small. So I have this pad, and I have here September, October. I'm planning for 2017. So I'm setting myself up for that so that I'm not doing things too late. Because, if you're going to introduce something to people, you got to introduce it earlier. So self-care September, body honor October, make it happen November. So I'm thinking, what can I do for December, January, February, and what my dates look like in my head. Because I'm going to be leaving the country in December, going to Zambia, which is in Africa, to visit my parents and my family. All these, by the way, for the most part, I got from the dollar store for the low. So they're not super expensive to make your own calendar. I got this board from the dollar store. This paper from the dollar store is like 50 cents each. I got 2. This I got from folders. I cut out colorful folders. I got some sticky tack, which is a gift that keeps on giving because it doesn't run away. I got some markers. I got some other kind of tools to make my calendar look pretty, like these. I can cut them up to do whatever. Look at that bling. Thank you so much for those hearts. Look at that. Hearts. Yes. Hearts. Yes. And I got some color pencils because I like a colorful calendar, to be honest, and some glue sticks. The dollar store gave me like 14 glue sticks for $1. I'm gonna be set. So if you need a glue stick, let me help you out with that. What else? Note cards. So I have white note cards for me where I can just kind of take notes on, for instance, this is my scope yesterday, make it happen. I had 3 notes, no, it was like two nights ago. Make it happen, explain 3 things, blah, blah, blah. I got it on here. I didn't have enough time to like pull up my thing on my Excel spreadsheet. I've made this from the Cheap. This is my business card. The logo was not cheap, but printed them out, and I made a cute little thing for my website, for Periscope, so whatever kind of live streaming I'm doing, because you can't edit on here. What else? I have a bucket. I have a bucket next to my office here, where I organize my files, because your girl hasn't yet situated her office, but that is what she's going to be doing for Make It Happen November. I'm going to make my office great. I hope we're all voting. I have some books. I have my computer. Right now, I scope on a tripod. So, let me actually show you this. Let me take this off. Oh, I have some headphones too. So this is what I scope with. This is the tool that I use to hold my camera. It's a tripod. It was not from the dollar store. Oh. It was actually about $7 or $6 from eBay. It came in about a month though, or 3 weeks from China, but it serves me well. I mean, look, like this is no brainer. I have headphones, so when I'm recording my webinars or recording messages or my guided meditations for my clients, this is what I use. A good investment, again. Thank you. I'm resourceful. Yeah, no, I really love working with my hands. Like, your girl loves working with her hands. I love making soap. I make my own soap. I was gonna make my own candles because candles that are store-bought gave me headaches. And I know I really enjoy just burning a candle. So I like crafts. I love working with my hands. If I'm working with my hands, your girl is happy. Coach Nachi is happy when she's working with her hands. So I love it. I love working with my hands. What else? I love making things. What else have I made? I know I've made a lot of things. People make fun of me. They're like, why are you doing that? I'm just like, because I can. It's really relaxing for me. So I knew that the webinar was going to be incredibly stressful and I needed to plan way ahead. I can't see all of the months and all of the years in my head. I can't rely on that. You can't rely on your memory. I think Jim Rohn says, don't rely on your memory. You got to write things down. And I will write things down in multiple places, and I will also record them in a visual way so I can see them in my head. When someone says, hey, are you free on XYZ day? I close my eyes and I imagine the blue for November and say, yeah, I'm going to be free. That's on what day? So it's a really helpful visual cue. What else can I help share with you what I use for Make It Happen November? I already talked about the cards. The white cards are plentiful, so I use them for whatever. I actually used those to create the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What's going to happen is I use the glue stick for this, so I'm going to remove these and either move them up when the months come along. So once November is done, December is going to move up, and then I'm going to put in January and February, which is super helpful because I need to know what's going to be happening because I will not be in the country. Again, these color ones are super helpful. It's great if you have a color code in your head already. So, for instance, when I was telling you about this, the notes being pink, these are my notes to myself, just my musings, my thoughts, my ideas. Thank you so much for those hearts, pink notes. I love it. These pink cue cards, if I was smart, I would make sure that the pink lines up with this so that it's color consistent, you know? The pink was also October in my former month, and October pink is my birthstone. I'm a Libra. What? And so I just feel like, okay, October would just be, pink will just be the color for me, my thoughts, and my musing. So I can easily find them in the book. I can easily find them in my notes. Green can be green for money. Green can be for money. Yellow can be for whatever. Orange can be for whatever, and I can go on from there. What else can I share with you? Any questions or any ideas of how you all, like, use stuff to keep organized or to make things happen, to make things run smoothly for yourself? Please post them. I would love to hear what you do, or if you want some more tips on blah blah blah. I have a battery charger when I'm out because Periscope will drain you. There's a whole bunch of tools that I use on my computer. I love music. I love listening to music, so I listen to soundtracks. Your girl loves soundtracks. I love movie soundtracks. I like other types of soundtracks. What else do I use on the computer? I use a timer. So my computer, if I can show it to you, oh Jesus, if I can show you my baby. This is Henry Poole with the gang. This, I'm making the Make It Happen challenge planner, but this is my Periscope planner. So again, it's kind of color coded. Can you see this? It's kind of color coded. Oops. It's kind of color coded in that the gray is what I've posted. Oh, I'm sorry. If you shared something, I didn't see it. If you typed something, I didn't see it. I'm so sorry. I wasn't looking. It's color coded. So gray means I've posted it to the blog, to the Twitter, to my Facebook page. Pink means I missed a day, so that helps me see, oh, I missed this X amount of days on Periscope. Bad Coach Nachi, world-class personal development coach, speaker, and life enthusiast, called to guide people to their why. You need to do better. And this is a huge block when I went to, whatever, you don't need to see that. Let's see, what else can I give you? What else can I give you? I have a timer. So when I'm on Periscope and I want to make a certain amount of time, or if I'm working, if I'm logging in, what am I logging in? Logging in, if you have a social media site and you want to, what is it? When you have a social media site and you want to log your posts, you set the timer for 20 minutes and you just do what you gotta do. 20 minutes, once it's done, it's over. You just spent 20 minutes, setting up and automating your posts. So that's really helpful. The timer is really helpful. I have water. That's a tool of mine I use. I'm a natural hair girl. I love hair. I just love hair, period. So on a personal note, as Coach Nachi, water bottles are my friends. I use these to mix my apple cider vinegar to drink, my apple cider vinegar for my hair. I use these. Water bottles are my friend. Talk about resourceful. Water bottles are the business. I can't think of anything else. That I can share. I know there's probably a lot because I like to make stuff. But, giving you all the tools of my trade. For business, I keep, thank you, man, I don't want to overwhelm, but I keep my receipts in this. I got this also from the dollar store. The dollar store, you can really make your office, your life a little easier just by picking up little things. You drop $10 at the dollar store and you are set for a good amount of time. The Dollar Tree is awesome. I should get them as a sponsor or something. They have some good stuff. Yes, indeed, exactly. They really do. So this little guy I got from the dollar store. I'm sure some people are more advanced on their filing systems for their receipts, but this is where I keep my receipts. For now, I have my card just to remind me who I am. Hey Tashina, how are you? Welcome. So nice to see you here. I'm just sharing about my tools that I use in my business. Like I talked about the calendar that I made for Make It Happen November and December and some October. I've talked about the note cards, different kinds of color coding. I've talked about the notebook that I have, different kinds of color coding for that. I've talked about all the different tools from the dollar store. So now we're just going into this. I just organize it by month and year, and then once I get a bigger folder, I can then deal with that. But that's how I organize my list, my receipts for tax season, which is always just around the corner. So honestly, I've gotten so many texts where people are like, hey Nacho, and it's like the first time we've met. I'm like, that's really familiar. But I prefer Nachi to Nacho to Nazi. I used to get that quite a lot. So I'm okay with that. This is all. This is really all I can think of. I like different color pens because then I can color code emergency dates or specific event type dates on my calendar. So for instance, I messed up here, but I have the dates on my calendar of when my credit cards are due, when my business accounts should be settled and balanced, to make sure that I'm not overpassing. I swear, I'm tired. I've been talking a while a minute. So these are my tools for success. These are the tools that I use to make happen what I need to make happen. I think I already told you how I have a mini calendar, which is here, where I write down my ideas of what I've done. So if you do Periscope or if you do other things on your other media, have it down in one place so you can see what you've done, and then you'll kick back and look back and see, oh, okay, I can revisit this idea on this platform and not just the other platform. What else? And you can see, okay, when you look at it, like for instance, I did Body On in October, and this month is Make It Happen November. So for Make It Happen November, thank you so much for those hearts. I love them so much. They're so pretty. Make It Happen November, I'm making a planner. I'm making a guide for how to go about it. And then I say, okay, why can't I do that for October? Body On in October. So that is going to come in handy for, say, January, when everybody's on their weight loss kick, but I really want people to not make it a kick. I really want them to make it happen. So I can make a Make It Happen weight loss type getting healthy. I could do a Make It Happen July or whatever. So it's nice to just organize your ideas, get them out of your head, give your head a break, and see them so you know what you have, what you don't have, and what you need. That's the best way to see what you need, what you've done, what you can do, and just remind yourself that it's a nice thing. I look at my calendar and I look at the days I've crossed out and I say, wow, I did that webinar in 5 days. Your girl worked hard. So, for Make It Happen November, I hope this helps. I hope this was useful for you, all of these tools. If you have gained anything from this, I'm really happy. I am super pleased. Let me know in the next scope, and I will see you all most likely tomorrow, hopefully during the same time of 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and not like 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. It was a crazy day today, so I apologize, but I'm here. I made it. I gave good stuff, right? Like, it was worth it. It was worth the wait. It was worth the inconsistency. Like, I made this okay, right? Awesome, wonderful. Thank you so much, Gary. Oh, I love that. I'm waiting for the next Strumman session. And Rita, I'm gonna catch your scope because I'm pretty sure I missed it. I did miss it. I know I did it. So thank you so much for being here. Good, yay! I need a chill session. Thank you so much for those hearts. I really appreciate it. And whew, I'm off to the bank. Bye. Here comes the super fun part of having, how can I make this fun? I'm gonna do this. This is always so awkward. But when I see it, I'm always like, oh, it worked out really nicely. I think this is long enough, right? Thank you so much for those hearts. I really, really appreciate you. Bye.